right, so I am coming to have a look. I was actually looking to find a specific tree break on the side of the road that I just wanted to go in there and see what I found. I didn't see it. I'm gonna take another look, but I just saw something off back here that looked interesting and decided let's check it out. Basically, it's that. You can kind of see all through there. You can kind of see it like when I was walking around and just looked back, that downed tree and everything around it. And I'm also looking at these right here. Kind of cool. I could see that the Y of that one is over the other one, and all the bark is removed once again. See that quite a lot, and it looks kind of open through there, and definitely looks kind of cool in here. The ground is kind of soft, so kind of looking down a little too. And, yeah, oh no way! There's a creek bed right here. Well, here we go. There's that. Wow, look at these. Big. This big old tree with some bark peeled off of this one. Look at that. That's cool. What's that about? Just heard something flood. Oh, it's looking kind of cool down here. I see straight through there. I see some fresh wood, like some kind of smashed tree up there. Wow. Or something, I don't know from here. I was actually just looking at the ground at something here, and I don't know if you could see it. There is a beautiful arch over there. But what I was looking at as I was walking up, I'll show you with this stick because it's probably not obvious until I point it out. It looks like a big impression. There's my shoe. And this looks like a left foot with the big toe there. I saw this as I was walking up the right side of it from over here. It kind of looks like a massive impression. That'd be a left foot. That would probably mean, if it was, this is really impression-y here. And there would be a right foot. That thing's there. It's not obvious, but definitely interesting. There's definitely a lot of impressions here. Certainly could be a hunting spot where people, there's clearly a bit of a trail. But yeah, that does kind of look like a big impression, possibly. Freaking cool looking, huh? And yeah, you probably heard that car. I'm not too far off the road here. Anyways, you know me. I gotta go check out that amazing arch over here. Man, you just never know until you just go look and just check out an area, what you'll find. I've barely gotten started. I didn't even get to the place that I was hoping to find, like the break that I just remember driving by and thought, we'll use that as a starting point and just see what we find. Look at that, no way. Right, so here we go. Look at that thing. That's quite an interesting broken tree in the middle of it. Look at that. Wow. That is beautiful. The crows are going crazy over there. Maybe there's something over there, or maybe they're talking about me. All right, so look at that arch. Oh, that was weird. What was that? Is that a crow? Oh, there's another amazing arch. Are you kidding me? Here we go. I'm Wasn't planning on doing much. I just felt like, look at that. Just doing a little, just go check something out. Just get out in the forest and breathe in some nice, amazing oxygen-enriched air. Look at this. What do we have here? If that isn't the strangest looking break. I mean, it looks completely twisted, but then look at the whole thing going on here. Wow. And right here, there's like, it's just kind of perched up in the Y of that tree. And then there's that, which has an incredible arch. I'll go look at that. I did hear a bit of a tap. What was that? What was that? I don't know. What is that? Is that a bird? Oh, we'll see. Look at this. Wow. Wow. That right there. What is that? You guys know what kind of bird that is? That. Try to catch it without talking over it. What it sounds like. I see some movement up there. I'm afraid if I talk, I'm gonna talk over that sound. I think I caught it once, but what it sounds like is the crows are up there, and that sound came from straight ahead that way somewhere. All right, so check out how this is. That sound right there. It's cool. There's the arch. Gosh, that's stunning. That's intriguing, isn't it? It's definitely not a clean break. If you even call that a break. It goes across that tree, and it has sort of a bend along with it. And then that tree has that leaned up against it. Some nice nature sounds. Let's see, I'm gonna go this way. Have a look at all this. Sometimes you go around something like this, and then it's like, oh, look at the way that is. Like you'll see a different angle. All right. And then right through there, it's a really nice arch. Another one. Saw something down here, like a frog or something. I'm also seeing stuff yonder that way. Stuff along the creek, which is perfect. So, total random. I'm just driving through a forest, Saw a interesting break, was trying to remember where it was, saw a spot to park, and just headed in where I saw a kind of like a trailish looking thing, and kind of like you can see in the distance there, I just saw something down and just figured I'd just walk that way and go with the flow, see what happens. And to my surprise, I'm finding some really cool bends pretty quickly. There's that other one once again. That thing is just like a monument. And then look at that from over here. Wow. And considering where we are, this is the thing I was looking at before. Look at it all now. Like you've got this right here, pointing at that kinda. And then the arch is over there. That's pretty cool. Then you have this right here, basically with an arch made out of a branch. So, quite a few things going on. It's awesome. In one of my last videos, I explained a bit more of what I'm thinking looking at some of that. I know some people might just randomly land on one of my videos and be like, what is this guy about? And I might not explain too much. Like you might be like, so what about it? And so I kind of shared some of my thoughts. What are these? Are these blueberries? I'm not gonna try them because I don't know. I don't know enough about this stuff. I'd like to. Cool. Look like blueberries. But I feel like the bushes of the blueberries I've seen are a little different than that. Wow, we have a ripe area that you would think would be conducive for prints. But I have been through a lot of places that I would really expect to find them, and I don't. There's something like a deer or something. We've got all this wreckage. Let's see. Head over to the creek bed. I am just completely spontaneous here, no plan. Just my only plan is not to be too long. And see what I find. Who knows? So here's the creek bed. These are always beautiful to check out, and that was just my walking stick. A few extra downed trees than most places. This is, oh my goodness. Well, that answers that. All bets are off, in my opinion, because that, I saw something move just now. I think it was a bird right up in there. I don't know if it caught on the camera, 'cause I think it was a bird. That thing is curved. It's bent. That is massive. And yeah. Wow. Okay, holy guacamole. That bend is unbelievable. And yes, I do think that was bent. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Yeah. That's cool. Look at this. It's pretty. It's like a light camo. We got the creek bed here. Nice flowers. It's September, so look at that. That one is split up a bit. I recently showed something that was a little bit smaller than that that just showed up at a place like I was at, and unlike this one, the one that I saw was barely splintered. That is freaking amazing. How do you do that? It is broken a little, but it's still got an incredible curve to it. Really wet mud stuff here. Let's see what we have. Got little guys like a raccoon, maybe squirrel, something. That's got to be more like a raccoon, right? Deer, I think. Look at all the little, look at the baby prints, like raccoons, I guess. You tell me if you're watching and you know. I actually don't know what a raccoon print looks like. Just take a look at those pretty flowers there. Right there looks like an interesting possible impression there. That's big for like a paw. That almost seems like it has toes, doesn't it? Is that a little... Let's see. Almost looks like a toe right there. Wow. I mean, there's my hand, so that's... Whoa, that's small. If that's human shaped, which it kind of looks like. It's kind of easier to see from different angles. Does kind of look that way. Or a fist. Interesting. And I just noticed there's that print right there. It's this cool, like, part of a geode, or maybe that is a whole one, or maybe it was split a long time ago. I think that's what that is. That's cool. There's all that. And where that print is, kind of behind that, I'm actually underneath that. I didn't even realize that. I just walked over to look at prints, but look at that thing. I'm trying to back up and get the whole... Wow. Wow. That's one of the thickest trees I've seen bent. And this way it's really wide open. And this way it goes way up. So that kind of rules out wind a little bit. It's somewhat flat for a ways, and then it goes up that way too. Just if anyone's thinking logic with that, which is cool though, if you do. Looking for logical explanations. It's pretty cool. That's where I'd be if I was watching me right now, up there somewhere. So, walking over this way, looking at the massive bend, like massive, that's like 25 feet up. Back up even more. I'm actually moving towards something else. So then there's this massive tree. It's really thick right there. And look at that. Those limbs. Because of that, it makes me wonder about that. Look at it just standing up. There's a couple more here. Wow. That's wild though. One possibility is something snapped it like wind, and another one is someone. Okay. Now I'm starting to see from as I come over here, there's that. Now, okay. Now that makes these even more suspect. I was talking about this the other day, and there's no way that these fell from up there and gently caught that thing to do that with it. Just absolutely no way, and especially with that going on there. So, with that there, and now that, maybe these were intentional. So if they were intentional, oh my goodness, look at the arch back there. This place is so cool. That even makes it even more suspect to me. If it was intentional, why? Is there anything about this? Look at that. Well, because of that arch there, and there's a big one right through there. I'm thinking that was broken on purpose, possibly, for some reason. That is wild. Aha, look at that. Right in the middle of it is a baby arch. Boy. I have absolutely no idea. I can only speculate, but I do notice these arches around massive tree breaks. Is there any way, if there was purpose, if that was broken on purpose, was it so they could put up that arch and those other limbs for that arch? Is that possible? Then here's an older one, really old, so. Oh, and then there's kind of like an A shape through there. Boy, there's a lot going on here. Look at that too. So now we got that. Looks like it has a nose almost. And this mossy tree that I almost tripped over kind of reminds me of Canada. And then there's that really old arch. How cool is this? That's just wild. And do I see anything? Oh goodness, yes. I see a double arch right through there. Oh man.